own independent living home, okay? For those that don't know what independent living is, essentially what we do, right? What we do is we provide affordable shared living housing for people who can't get into traditional housing. Like they maybe it's because they don't have any money, they can't afford it, right? Or their credit's bad, or they have something in their background that's prohibiting them to get into housing, and that's where we come in. That's who we house, right? We house a lot of homeless as well. All right. And anybody can do this in any state. It's not as hard to open up an independent living home as much as people think it is, but it's also not as oversimplified as a lot of people are making it. But it's very doable. Okay, it's very doable. Um, how we get paid, right? It is private pay through the client themselves or through the agency that's sending them to us. Okay, that's how we get paid, and we get paid per bed. Okay, we're not renting out rooms. They are occupying our beds, and we get paid per bed. Okay. Usually we start at 750, but you can do your own calculations depending upon what your rent is looking like, right? I think last week we were talking about housing, right? Yes, the housing is last, you guys. We have to get the housing last because we don't want those extra bills. But when you're going out and you're looking for these houses, what I was trying to tell you was when you're showing up and you're pitching your program, you got to come with a little confidence, right? You got to come with like we've done it before, like we've been here before, like this is not our first rodeo, okay? You go in there with some confidence and you pitch your program, and when you're pitching your program, make sure you're listing down all the pros. They want to hear the pros because all they're really thinking about is the damage and all the people that's going to be in their house. So you got to list all those pros, and you got to put their mind at ease. You got to make them feel very comfortable with you, okay? Welcome in, you guys. Um, Again, always list the pros of your program. Make it so that they feel all they really have to do is sit back and collect their rent. Make it like that. You list, we have our own maintenance, right? I don't care if your maintenance is your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend. It doesn't matter. They don't need to know your business. Just say you have maintenance. Okay? You run a strict program. They have to abide by very strict rules in order to be in your program. Okay? Guaranteed rent. You have to run it down for them, you guys. Hey baby, make sure you're running it down for them. All right? Make sure you let them know this is guaranteed rent. Everybody in this house gets a check. All right? But don't tell them how much you're getting paid per bed, because after if you tell them that, then they're just going to run your rent out. Okay? And when you're presenting yourself, I know that the bulk of our money goes towards our house, right? It goes towards our house, so a lot of us got to save up to get our independent living home property. And when we're presenting ourselves, we have to have, like our polos and our slacks and um, our company jackets with our logo on it. And I know that it costs, right? Am I overthinking? Maybe you are, Mimi. What were you thinking about? Hey, April. What were you thinking about, Mimi? Um, I know sometimes those sweatshirts and those polos and the jackets with your company logo on it cost like $30, $27. And they want to add tax to ship it to you, right? And I know we're saving money to get our property. If you cannot afford the polos, right? You can't afford the jackets with your logo on it. It's okay, all right? Don't sweat that stuff, okay? It's okay. What you do is just go into your closet, you pull out your interview jacket, your interview outfit, and you wear that, right? This is what you get. Get one of these. Get your company badge, all right? Get your company badge. Get your badge, all right? You can put a lanyard on it so that it hangs like this, so that you're dressed very nice, and they know you mean business because you look professional when you have your company badge on. Okay, if you cannot afford, your logos with the polos with your logo on it, because I know it costs, right, you guys. I know it costs, and I know we're trying to save money to get our property. So just get your company badge. You can find those in the link in the bio. They're so inexpensive. Like if you have change in your pocket, you can get one of those. Okay. The houses are not nice and small for the landlord on board. How small is it, Mimi? How small is it? Because Mimi, if you would have saw my first house, it's probably nothing compared to my first house. So you might be overthinking it. But yeah, don't trip off of your attire. Don't let that be the reason why you're not out here marketing, because we have to market. Okay, wear your big, grab your company badge, and get on the road. We got things to do. Okay, excuse me. And let me tell you this, because a lot, I didn't know this, and it would have discouraged me. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this now. When you're looking for your property, you're going to get a no. Okay, it just happens. It's a part of it, right? It's a part of it. It's par for the course. Damn near everybody who has their independent living home got no's. I got four, right? I got four no's before I got a yes. So don't think when you're going out and you're pitching your program, you get a no. You're like, oh my god, damn, it is working. Okay, it's working. Just keep going. I give you my word. If you just keep going, you're gonna be fine. Someone's going to tell you yes. You just have to keep going. And I know it sounds corny and it's like, oh, consistency, but there's no other word to say. If you just keep going, someone will tell you yes. You're going to get a yes. So when you hear no, don't trip about it. Don't get upset. Don't think, oh, it's not going to work for me. It's going to work. Just think in your mind, oh, it's me said. If I hear my no, get excited because I'm going to get my yes. And it's true. You're going to get it, okay? I give you my word. You're going to get it. You just have to keep going, all right? When you're out there and you're looking for your houses, again, we get the houses at the end, but make sure you're getting a house that is 3 bedrooms or better, only because you can house more people that way. And then in return, you get a better profit. First, 2 properties said yes. Oh, hey. So what's wrong with the houses, Mimi? Do you allow them to use the address for a state ID? I had a resident ask me. I do, Nicole. I do. Some of the people coming in the house, sometimes they need to redo paperwork for their SSI. They have to use it. I allow my residents to do that. Yep. Sweet Rose T! Hi, baby. Where you been? Were you on my last live? I was checking. I was like, did she come? I don't know, because the last live was kind of lit. I'm not gonna hold you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, sounds good. You're welcome, baby. What do you use for background checks? Mimi, usually most of us, we don't do background checks only because they're already in that situation, not being able to find housing because they have backgrounds. That's why they're coming to us. So we're kind of light on that. We don't really run backgrounds. Not saying you can't. You can if that's what your program wants to do, but we usually don't, because it's kind of like second chance housing. It has been a while. I haven't been going live like that. Sweet Rosie, when I tell you I'm out in these streets dilly dallying, I mean it. I mean it. But I need to come live because I see I'm getting a few more followers, and yeah, I make videos and stuff, but it's better to see, a person live to make sure like they're a real person or whatever. It's a better connection. For work release individuals, no background. No, you can, Mimi, you can do it if that's what your program wants. But most of us just don't, because we already know they have a background. That's why they're coming to us. You can ask them, like, hey, what'd you get locked up for? Yeah, they may lie. A lot of them lie. But most of us just don't do it because we already know if we did a background check on everybody, they're going to fail. You'll have no residents. Yes. Thank you, baby. Thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate that. Janice, I see you, honey bun. Exactly. Everybody, we wouldn't get any residents. We just wouldn't. It's a second chance, guys. We kind of lighten the rules a little bit, when it comes to, not to say we don't screen, because we do screen, absolutely. But when we're not very, we shouldn't be very stringent when it comes to the background checks. But it's up to you because it's your program. Okay. But if you're housing people coming out of men and women coming out of incarceration, you already know they have a background. So, hey, Kimberly. And this is a great, listen to me. It was almost last year, right? Last year when I started. I don't know if this is what you guys want to do or what anybody wants to do once they entering independent living, right? If you're making about $4,000 to $6,000 a month at your job, you'll be able to leave your job. I don't know a lot of people bringing home $6,000 or $4,000 after taxes, right? So if that's what you want to do, you'll be able to do it. All right. And you don't need a boatload of houses if that's not what you want. If you know that, I don't like to deal with a whole bunch of people. You don't need to get a whole lot of houses to be good. Okay? If you want to do that, you can. But if you only want one or two, maybe even three, I don't know, you're going to be fine. Like financially wise, you're going to be just fine. Don't overwhelm yourself. I'm going to still work. Hello. She's like, I know that. Me, I had to get up out of there for a while. Like, you need to breathe sometimes. You just got to breathe because it'll wear you down. It'll wear you down and make you go crazy if you're working every single day with no end in sight. Like, I gotta wait till I'm 65. Lord knows I can't do it. Hey, Nikki. Thanks for the follow, baby. Hey, Yvonne. Janice, what's going on, boo? But yeah, you'll be able to leave if that's what you want, or at least go part time, right? And just be able to breathe. Be like not waking up to an alarm clock. Ooh, child. You know what I mean? All you're doing is checking on your house once a week, right? Once you get your group of people and you know how they move and you know how things are going with them, you don't have to be on top of your house like that. As long as you're going to check the house once a week, check on your people, check on the house, you're fine. They're all independent, so they're doing their own thing. It's not like you have to sit there and watch them and babysit them. You don't have to do that. You allow them to live their life. You come back home and you can live yours. Everyone needs to get their daily meal. Thank you, Sweet Rose Tea. Let's go, you guys. If you want to, if you need to, not even if you need to, I would greatly appreciate it if you grab your heart me and tap me up. Thanks for the likes, you guys. I see you. Thank you. Um, how do you price your home? Usually standard is 750, but I know because some people are in different states, it's not going to fly. Like in Cali, their numbers are high. But if you want to do this, you can use this formula, right? You take your rent, right? And your utilities. And the number of people that you're housing, I'm sorry. You take your rent and your utilities, right? And you add that up. And you divide it by the number of people that you're housing. Whatever that number is, that's what you have to charge each person to get the profit that you want. Say if you wanted to make $5,000 a house, you take your rent, your utilities, you add that together, divide it by the number of people you're going to house, whatever that number is, that's what you have to charge each individual in order to make your $5,000. Okay? But usually we just charge 750. I know a lot of people in the South charge like 600 per bed. It is up to you. Okay, but you can use that formula or you can stick to the general 750 if that works in your state. But wouldn't that just be enough to pay the rent? ABC, what do you mean? What do you mean? Would that just be enough to pay the rent? Your rent should not be $4,000 or $5,000. Hi, Melissa. Your rent should not, hey baby, should not be that much. Your 4,000, I mean your 5,000 or your 6,000 of your profit is your profit. It's profit. It's after you. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Rent utilities. Mm-hmm. Yes, you add your rent and your utilities together, right? And then you're going to divide it by the number of people. Whatever that number is, that's what you have to charge 8 individuals. Miss Beauty, everybody. Hold on, let me get this out the way. What is that? Everybody. What is that? What do you say to do? Everybody in every state doesn't need zoning. zoning is not for everybody because every state is not going to require it. But if you're in one of the states that does require zoning, it's not a big deal. Okay, it sounds like a big deal. If you get your house in like a mixed residential neighborhood, like where there's storefronts and apartments on top of, you know, storefronts and apartments and houses all mixed together in that neighborhood, you'll have a great chance of them just saying yes. All you have to do, not all you have to do, but this is what you have to do. You're going to go online, you're going to go to your county's official website. So if you're in Lehigh County, you would go to Lehigh County's official website. Website's going to pop up and you're going to fill out your application. Because you're going to just fill out your application. It might take a little while, a couple of weeks, right? Then what's going to happen is you're going to get a hearing date, right? You get your hearing date, you go to the hearing. All you're telling them in the hearing is essentially what you've been telling the agencies. You're pitching your program. You're telling them why your program should be in the neighborhood, okay? You're saying the same thing that you've been saying to everybody. You say that at your hearing, right? Now, they are going to give people in the neighborhood where you're going to put your independent living home, they're going to give them a chance to say, hey, I don't want this in my neighborhood, right? 10 days before the hearing, they're going to put a letter out in the newspaper and they're going to post something on the house of where you're going to put your home, right? Just a little notice saying, hey, this is about to be an independent living home. So if nobody comes to the hearing, right, you wait 30 days. They're going to give you 30 days. After the 30 days, nobody opposes. You're going to get a letter in the mail saying you're good to go. And even if somebody says, oh, I don't want this in my neighborhood, they then have to give a reason as to why isn't this program that's helping the community not good for the community, right? So just because somebody opposes doesn't mean it's a no, okay? So don't think that. The only thing is people think it's hard. It's not hard. It's just longer. It makes the process a little longer. You can't just open up. You have to wait, an extra month. So don't think it's not doable because you're doing zoning. No, it's just an extra step. Okay. Thank you for liking the live. Appreciate that. Don's wife, thank you for joining. But yeah, please don't get afraid of zoning. But again, every state doesn't need it. Okay, every state does not need that. What are you talking about? There's no zoning. There is zoning in certain states. There is. If you're going to do 5 people that are not related, Miss RJH, usually in some states, not every state. Okay, this is what people are not telling you. Not every state requires zoning, but there are states that do require zoning. And if you're one of the states, usually it's 5 people, 5 unrelated people. If you're 5 and under, you won't need it. But if you plan on housing more than 5 unrelated people, you're going to need it. Yeah, PA's 1. But I'm gonna tell you something, Mama on the go. My first house is not zoned, but my house is also in the hood where people mind their business. Do you understand? That's where my first house is. So I know a lot of people say, don't get your house in the hood. It's there and it's doing very well. Um, yeah, if you're housing like more than 5 unrelated people, you're going to require zoning in some states. This does not apply to every state. This does not apply to every single state. I promise you it doesn't. Okay. Hey, Kiki, Alabama. Janice, thank you for liking my live, baby. I appreciate you. So don't, get tripped up and thinking, oh, I need zoning. No, every state doesn't require it. Okay. But excuse me, maybe I shouldn't have drank that cream soda. I'm so old drinking cream soda, right? What about Cali? Nadia, what about Cali? Like if they, oh, who grabbed their heart? Me, thank you, baby. Um, Nadia, what about Cali? Like, do they require zoning? I think Cali's one of those states. It's 5 residents who are not related. You can only get 5, but I'm not positive. But if I jump on live again tomorrow, I can get you the answer. But it's just a quick Google search. It's just a quick Google search. Okay, so if I have less than 5 or less people in my home, then don't worry about 5 people in the state of California. Yes, Miss Beauty, if you I'm saying five because five is the number that keeps popping up. Like in every state, it's five or less, five or less. If you are one of those states and you're housing five people or less, you won't require it. Okay. But if you are a state that requires zoning, regardless, you're going to have to get your permit. But don't trip off of zoning, guys. It's not a big deal. You just have to wait a little longer. That's all it is. What is the subject of this? Oh, hey, you guys. Oh, listen, you guys. I am on YouTube for like the first time, and I forgot that they were here. Hold on. Hello from France. I don't know if you guys can do it over in France. This is independent living. We show people how to open up their own independent living, where we house individuals who can't afford to get into to traditional housing. Right? You can house veterans. You can house seniors. You can house men and women coming out of the incarceration system, children aging out of foster care. Yep. And then we help the community, and in return, the community helps us because we make a really good living off of it. Oh, you're in Europe? My God. Hey, guys. What's going on? But I'm not sure if you guys can do that in Europe because I don't know the laws over there. You're welcome, baby. Where does the funding come from? Grace! Hi, baby. Where have you been? The funding comes from, hi, it's always good to see you. It's always good to see you, Grace, always. The funding comes from the individuals. They might not have a place to stay, but they do have their own checks, right? They have Social Security, they have their VA benefits, they have their SSDI, and some of the agencies that are referring them to us, they pay for them. Okay, so that's where the funding is coming from. Ooh, that's a good one. DV survivors, that's a good one. Grace, what you been up to? Is your second house filled? Grace got her second house, you guys. So proud of her. I knew she could do it anyways. I wasn't tripping. All you have to do is literally. Oh, Grace, thank you. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. It's 750. Yes, Grace got her second house. Her first house, it's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. She set it up really nice. Tanya, thanks for coming in. But if you guys are like, if you want to get into this field, try not to follow so many people. Follow who you want, do what you like. But I just don't want you getting confused. You know what I mean? Some people are saying do this. Some people are telling you to house it like this. Don't get a business bank account. Don't get a website. You have to do those things. Nobody's going to take you seriously. Okay? Yeah, a lot of people do citizens and second chances. I'm paying 10 grand to first five people to wish me happy birthday. Dan, what are you doing here? What are you even doing? Um, but yeah, you can do this, and I don't want you to overthink it. I don't want you to follow a million people, confusing yourself. You can totally do this yourself. You can do your due diligence and do all the background work and do do all your research. You can look at a million videos. You can do it, right? You can absolutely do this yourself. But if you want to start now, like if you want to get it done fast and do it right, so that when you do open, you know who to talk to, you know who to call, right? You know how to fill your beds, you know what agencies to call, you know exactly what to say to the agencies, you know what to say to the landlord so that they rent to you. That's what the video guide is for. That's what it's going to help you with. So you're not all over the place overwhelmed. Christina said happy birthday. Is it really his birthday though? Is it really? But if you're thinking about doing it, I really would encourage you to think about it. It's literally going to be one of the best choices you've probably ever made. And yes, you do have to market. That's the bulk of the business, marketing. You have to get out there. People have to know your program exists in order for people to come and fill your beds, right? They have to know you exist. You don't have to be the best marketer though. Like you don't have to be the best of the best. You just have to be a little consistent, right? You got to keep calling the people, let them know that you're there. I decided to go the referral placement route. Ooh, sweet rose tea. What state are you in? So if anybody is in your same state, if you're sending out referrals and they need people, they can get in contact with you. Of course, referral fees apply, you guys. What state are you in? Because there might be people right here in this live that are looking for referrals that might need some people. Thank you for liking the live. TW, what's going on, King? Okay, Sweet Rose Tea is in Minneapolis, you guys. So if you have your house up and coming, like if you're about to get it, or if you already have it, um, you can hit up Sweet Rose Tea. She does have some referrals because she does. She probably her house is already filled, so I'm guaranteed that people are calling her and she can't house anybody anymore. So if you're in Minneapolis, reach out to Sweet Rose Tea. Dia, Janice, thank you for liking the live, honey bun. I appreciate you. And that's another way you can make another income as well, you guys. When your house is filled and you no longer can accept residents, and you're about to open up another one, or you just don't want to open up another independent living home, when the agencies are still calling you, you can refer them out to someone else. And then you can collect the referral fee, whatever your referral fee is. Mine's is 150. I don't know what Sweet Rose Tea charges, but I send you over the client, they fill your bed, and you have that client for the duration of however long they're going to live there. Right? So you can make a living off, not a living, but you can make pretty good money being a referral source as well. Reese, hey Tia. You just think about it, you guys. Just think about it. This is, I'm telling you, I almost didn't do it. I almost didn't. When I got that first no, Lord, heart broke. But it all ends up all right. It all ends up all right. Then, once your house is up and good, and then you have all your residents that are pretty good, because you're going to get a couple of, I don't care how much vetting you do. There's always going to be that one person or two, right? That's going to try to take you through there. But once you get it down pat and you got your crew, they're doing well, you're going to be thankful that you did it. Okay? Because it gives you more free time to do the things that you actually freaking want to do instead of being in a building all day that you really hate to be at. Sierra, Oski, thank you for joining. All right, but if you guys have any questions, just let me know now. Because I don't like to be on live too long. I just like to pop on here to make sure you guys see my face and let you know that I'm here. Let me see something real quick. Okay, what is this? Okay, here we go. I have a yes. You have a yes. You have a yes? Did you get a yes for your house? Are you about Section 8? Can I ask you a question? I don't take Section 8 because Section 8 doesn't pay for shared rooms. But you can ask your question, of course. TW, are you moving? When are you moving your stuff in? Did you sign the lease already? Congratulations. You could do it. When are you moving in? That's so exciting. I got a letter. They said I won the lottery. Then I got into an apartment and I think they switched up. Who switched up though? Are they allowed to do that? Switch my paperwork. When you mean they switched up on you, what do you mean? I'm getting my LLC. TW. TW. You mean to tell me you got the yes for the house and didn't get your LLC? You know what? Hurry it up. Okay, hurry it up. Because if you want to partner with these agencies, they're going to ask for that. Okay, hurry it up. I had a Section 8, and then now I have another paperwork saying if I leave this house, I lose everything. They said they signed me up for something else also, and I gotta wait. Uh, Shash, I'm not sure how to even answer that because I'm not really versed in that area. Shash, just I can look. That's not my sector. I don't really know too much about it. But if you DM me, I can look up some stuff for you. Okay, I could do that much. I'm trying to get lawyers into ears, maybe. I'm no lawyer, but I can look up a few things for you. Okay. Earl Richardson, thank you for joining live. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Lil T, I see you. Yeah, I need you guys to go out there. I really need you to think about it. I really need you to do it. I'm telling you, it is going to be one of the best decisions that you made. It is going to free up your time. And even if this is not something that you want to do forever, you don't have to do it forever. You can even use independent living as a stepping stone, right? You can use it for a year, two, three, right? Stack your money, right? And do something that you've always wanted to do. Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm here. Hi, baby. How are you? Which payment form do I use? Are you talking about in my bio or are you talking about when it comes to my clients? Hey, Ivy. Tweet. I see, baby. Which one are you talking about? Clients. Oh, I'm a simple girl. I use, of course, cash is king. I accept cash. I also send them payment links through my business account, right? There's a link. I send a link to them. They put in their card number and the cash, and their payment comes right to me. Or I use money orders. Those are literally, I have to get Cash App here and there, but they're older. They don't really use Cash App. I accept everything except private checks. I don't accept personal checks at all. You can use Stripe. You can, yes, absolutely. No, no, no. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Because I really don't know your situation, but it seems like something's really wrong, and I'll help you if I can. I don't know too much about that program, but I'll look some things up. You know, life with Melanie. Hi, baby. Thank you for joining. Okay. If you guys have any questions, just shoot now because I am on my way to get something to eat. Do a little bit more dilly dallying before the sun goes down. Thank you, Sweet Rose Tea, for liking my live. I appreciate you. I'm in PA, baby. You can do this in any state, though. You can do this in any state. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Just need y'all to go out there and be confident. Thank you for the rose, Linda Leonard. Thank you for my rose, Sweet Rose Tea. Thank you for baby. I appreciate you. All right, I think I've been on for like 40 minutes. I think that's my capacity. Oh, okay, I came late. What does the state pay per bed? The state doesn't pay you unless you are working with the state. Okay, and if you are working with the state, in some states, most states, you're going to have to be zoned if the state is going to be paying you. Okay, but listen, usually we charge 750 per bed, But I know every state is different. The cost of living is different. So if I charge $750 for my bed, somebody that lives in California, that's not going to fly. Okay, so you would have to up it a little bit. All right, but the general rule of thumb is $750. They pay for it out of their own pocket. This is private pay, and or if they're coming through from an agency, most agencies, not all, will pay for their client. They'll pay for the client's first month rent. They can pay up to 3 months, 6 to 12 months, 3, 6, and 12 months. But not all agencies do that. Usually, it is private pay. KT. So don't worry about when you see the word homeless. I know people think, oh, these people don't got any money. Those people have money, honey. They ain't got a house. Is there a limit to the number of people you can have? Yeah, usually it's five. But if you're zone, not in every state. Let me say that and make it clear, not in every state. But you don't want to overcrowd your rooms. Put two to a room, period. Don't overcrowd it. Because when the agency has to come out to walk through and you're giving them a viewing or a showing, they're going to check your bedrooms because they want to know who they're sending their clients to. And if your room is overcrowded and overpacked and you're packed with all these beds, they're going to tell you no. So just keep it two to a room. It doesn't have to be all shared. You can do it half and half. Some shared, some private, all shared, one private. It is literally up to you. You don't have to do all shared if you don't want though. Yes, the landlord does allow you to change the locks. Thank you, Sweet Rose Tea. I'm not exactly sure the width amount the beds should be apart, but you should have. I want to say it's. I want to say it's 50 feet, but I'd be lying. But those requirements only apply when you're dealing with the state. Okay. Right. I get it. Which agency does the walkthrough? Mostly all of them. Like if they're gonna send a client over to you, before they start sending clients over to you, they have to go and check out the residence. They have to see the rooms. They have to see the living conditions before they just hand you over people. Okay. If if you need help setting up and you want to get clients for your beds and you want to know what agencies to reach out to, what to say to them, the step-by-step video guide is always going to be in my bio. It's going to walk you through everything. Okay. So you're not all over the place. So you're not confused. Hey there, where are you located? Hey, I'm in PA, baby. I'm out in PA. Hey, Joy. But you can do this in any state. This is not in Pennsylvania. This is everywhere. You can do this in any state. So do you have to own? We absolutely do not have to own the property. Most of us just rent them. If you happen to own your own property, even better. You don't have to pitch to a landlord. But we absolutely rent our properties. You know, we rent the properties and then we essentially are running out the beds. Hey, Kayla. So yeah, you don't gotta own it. Hi, Mariah. Sorry. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Hi, Courtney. But just hit me with your questions if you have any, guys, because you know sun's going down. I gotta get out there. Gotta get out there. I'm interested in getting started, just not sure what demographic to cater to. That is so up to you at Dream FG. It's totally up to you. You can house the veterans, you can house the seniors, you can house the kids coming home, aging out of foster care. You can house the men and women coming out of incarceration. You can house the single mothers, the single fathers, DV cases, DV women. You can, it's up to you. Wherever your heart is at, that's who you can house. Do I, it's better that you pitch to private landlords because they're very, very lenient. How long did it take from point of setup to when you got your first paying customer? Not long. I got my customer, a lot of them, not customers, my client, before I got the house, because remember, you have to market. You got to market before you get that house. Don't be getting the house and you not marketing. You're gonna have all those bills. I keep telling you guys that. Don't. You're gonna put yourself in a bind. Okay. But it didn't take long. July, June. Not. It wasn't even 30 days until I. It wasn't even 30 days till I got my client. At all. It wasn't 30 days at all. From the time that I opened, it, 2 weeks, if that, when I officially opened. But you should open dream. And look, there's okay. I know a lot of people like, I don't know, I don't have the money to open up an independent living home. The bulk of the money is gonna go to the house. Okay. Um, where you can go to homeless shelters, Salvation Army. I know the Salvation Army is kind of the same thing up here. You can go to the clinics. You can go to women's shelters, men's shelters, everywhere, everywhere. Um, but if you want to know specific places that you can go, it's all in step by step video. I'm gonna show you exactly where to go and who to talk to. But before you open your houses and before you're opening up your programs, there are things that you can do to start for free. You could be doing things, starting your independent living home for free. Okay, there's some things that you could be doing for free. Like, do you even know what the name of your program is going to be? What is the name of your company? What is it? Have you thought about it? Okay, that's what you need to be doing right now. The food and toiletries, the cleaning supplies we supply, but the food, it's all on them. Okay, we don't supply food. We don't do cleaning. We don't do cooking. Nothing medical. Nothing. No medication administration. None of that. We strictly provide the housing, and that's it. Structured housing. That's it. Okay. The things that you could be doing for free, getting started, opening up your independent living home. You should be brainstorming what your business name is going to be. Like, what are you going to be called? All right, you're welcome. What are you going to be called? Have you thought about it yet? Right? Figuring out the demographic. Who are you going to serve? If I were you, I just wouldn't serve one demographic, because that kind of blocks out a lot of people and a lot of clientele for yourself. Okay, you got to brainstorm who you're going to be housing. All right, that's another thing you could be doing. What's your what's your logo going to be? Hmm? Have you? Thank you. Thanks for grabbing your heart me. Have you figured out what your logo is going to be? Is it going to be something extravagant and bright colors, or is it going to be something very simplistic and pretty? What is it? Have you figured it out yet? Are you even thinking about it? Okay, these are the things that you can be doing totally for free. Hi, Queen Bee. You can be doing these things for free. All right. And if you got $5, go over to Fiverr and have somebody do your logo for you. These are all things you can be doing free. Right now, you can go to a list of people in your neighborhood or programs. Out here, there's a couple charities and Salvation Army that gives donation for furniture. Where are those spots in your city? Those you need to be making a list, because those are the spots you're going to hit up to get your furniture. We don't need to be paying full price for our furniture. We're not buying brand new stuff, guys. Okay, they're not going to take care of it. I promise you that. I got my house. I got my house and I started marketing, but it's hard. No, Queen Bee, it's not hard. It's just unfamiliar. You're going to be fine. I give you my word. Just keep going. You keep marketing. It's okay. I promise you, you're doing great. I know you're doing great. If you're marketing like you're saying you're marketing, you're doing fine. It may take them a little bit to get back to you, because you got to understand they're busy too, you guys. They're busy too. But they will get back to you. Okay? Sometimes when you're emailing these people, your emails do go into the spam, and They never got it. Then they still don't know you exist. Okay, but listen, if you're marketing like you're saying you're marketing, it's going to work out for you. You keep doing the same thing. You market every day that goes by. Make sure you're doing something. Phone call, email, something. Okay, something. Don't let one day go by where you just, oh, well, I did it yesterday. Mm-mm. You can't do that every single day. Okay. Thank you for the finger heart. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, every single day. It's okay. Do not trip about it. Don't. I know people who went 30 days with nothing. It was quiet. Not a peep from nowhere. Not even a peep from an agency. Then boom, everything's happening at once. Okay? So please don't trip off of that. What do you mean? He sent emails out and I made a few connections. What do you mean you don't know if you're marketing right? Are you making phone calls? How many emails a day are you sending out? Are you sending an email every single day? Are you following up on the emails? If you don't feel like you're annoying, then you're not doing it enough. You're not marketing enough. I'm just getting started. What are some key pointers you suggest we mention to landlords? Make sure you're telling the landlords that you run a very strict program. Okay, there's very strict rules that these clients have to abide by. Otherwise, they can't be in your program. You tell them that there's guaranteed income. Okay, you got. They like the money talk. Okay, they like the money talk. You make sure you tell them they got guaranteed income. You have maintenance. We do light maintenance. Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't really have maintenance. You can just call your cousin over to, slap some paint on the wall or whatever it is that's wrong with the house. It doesn't matter. You let them know, hey, I got maintenance. There's guaranteed income. I run a strict program. Everybody in the house, if you even say you do background checks, even if you don't, right? We do screen, so that counts as background checks. Let them know. Just run it down. All the good. You visit the house weekly. If you want to throw twice a week in there, you can. Just you gotta make it sound good. Okay, make it sound good. What we're really doing is trying to put their mind at rest because when there's a bunch of people in somebody's house, you know, you're a little anxious about it. TWK, I'm in PA. Sweet Rose Tea, thank you for liking the live. I work 9 to 5, so I'll have to target demographics that do not need as much hands-on attention. At least that's what I'm assuming. They shouldn't need any hands-on attention at all. All these people that you're housing are independent. They're like you and me, okay? You look like you don't like to cook spaghetti. That's funny, but hold on. The people in the housing in your housing program are simply independent. Like they're doing their own thing. All you're doing is providing the house, housing, structure your housing program. There's rules that they have to abide by. That's it. You don't have to be in the house with them. You're not hovering over them. You're not babysitting them. Okay? If they cannot do those things on their own, then they don't qualify to be in your housing program. They need assisted living. They should be able to do everything on their own. Thank you for liking the live. Don't glow up. Thank you for liking the live. What staff do you need to run the house? You don't need staff. You can do this by yourself. Multiple houses you can do by yourself. But if you feel that you need staff, right? You can always get one of the residents and you'll know which resident to pick because that's the person who's always letting you know what's going on in the house anyway for free, right? They're always coming to you. You'll know, right? You can have them do it, or if you want outside help, you can do that as well. But you don't need it. I can't live in the house. Loretta, if you want to do that, you can. But most people just find it uncomfortable, especially if you're housing men, you know, or a mixture. Like a lot of people don't want to live with their clients, so it's not a definite no. Like no, you can't live with them. Yes, you can if that's what you want, but most people just rather not. Marketing. When you're out there and you're marketing, you're advertising, you have to be out there and let people know that your business exists. When you're hitting up these clinics and these local hospitals, Even the people on the street that you may see, let them know your business exists and what you do. Okay, that's what marketing is. People have to know what you're doing, who you are, who you house. You can't ensure that. Even the landlords that rent to regular people, not regular people, but you know what I'm saying, can't assure there's not going to be any damages. That's par for the course. Like it just may happen. Who would you suggest a house starting out? Twin. Me, seniors. Only because when they come, they are there to stay. They don't. They're not there to like get their money up and leave. They're they just want to be there. They don't cause. They might be a little petty. That they are, but they're not causing a lot of ruckus and they're not making a lot of trouble. They're just there and they just want to stay there. But that's up to you. I like to house the older population. Queen B, thanks for the follow, baby. Right, okay, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, just target those. Like, I don't know if anybody's in the live who has a women's house, but I don't. But I just heard it's just a little bit harder. So that's why I just don't house the women. But I don't want that to deter you from housing women and children because they need it. Oh, yeah. And the children that are aging out of foster care as well, they need it. They, especially out here where I'm at, they really need it. But I just, children and it's just something. I just can't put my finger on it. They don't listen as well. That's what it is. They don't listen as well. So who are you marketing to? Senior centers. I love working with seniors. You can. I didn't market to senior centers, but you can. Do you keep your seniors until they transition or yep. They can stay there as long as they want or as long as they qualify to be there. Like if their health starts declining and they need more than just structured housing, then they can no longer live there because again, we don't do that. We're not stepping over any lines, we're not crossing any lines, we're not trying to get shut down. If they start needing or requiring help in that way, then they would have to go to assisted living. Am I still freezing? Am I freezing, guys? Right. It's just me. Why are you even on my live? That's the question. Okay, I'm good. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's why I like the older people. I like them. They're there. They stay. They mind their business. They get their check. There's no, oh, I didn't get my check this month or my hours. They didn't put me on the schedule. It's none of that. It's none of that. They like their peace and quiet. They like to stay in their rooms, mind their business. It makes life easier for me. That's what I like. What's going on over here on my live one? I don't even know why I decided to put two logs on. I'm bugging out. But if you guys have any more questions, just let me know because the sun is going down, you guys. I have to get out there. At least walk around the block or something. Do you keep the seniors until they transition or transfer them to hospice? Yeah. Like I said, I'll keep them as long as they want to stay or as long as they can stay. If their health starts declining, then I would have to make sure they get moved to a different facility. Not a facility, but well, they're going to have to go to a facility, but yeah, they would have to move. They would have to go to hospice. They would have to go to an assisted living, but they can't be there because then they'll no longer be independent. But yeah, I like them. I like when they're there. They're just there. There's not a lot of in and out. It's not busy. Yep. Once they need a higher level of care, they gotta go. Yeah, you're exactly right. Hi, Crystal. Oh, not 10K taps. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. My house is 2 levels. Do you think it would be a good setup for the seniors? Queen B, I did that. The first house is 2 levels, just not thinking, being like kind of thirsty. I wasn't thinking. Um, if you know for certain that you're going to get seniors, just remember they're going to come with, some of them come with walkers, some of them might come with a cane, some of them might have a wheelchair. So um, it's up to you, but they're the ones that are going to have to be walking up and down those steps every day, and that it could get scary because it gets scary. But if you can keep the house since you're already in it. But if you want to put a different demographic in there and move the seniors, you know, to another location, if you get another location, but it gets scary because I have seniors in the first house too, and it's 3 levels actually. Two. Hi, Loner. Twin, go to your local hospitals, go to your local clinics. You can even go, I can't go because there's no solicitation, but you can go to your police department. They always have homeless people there. Always just getting out of the jail, always, you know how they hold people overnight and take them out of what they call the tank. You can solicit there if your state allows you. You can go there. Um, you can go to the women's shelters, the men's shelters, soup kitchens. Those are the places that you can reach out to and pitch your program to. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I have a 3 level, and I don't know. You know, when it's your first go around, you're just excited and you're happy, and you don't really think. But it happens. But you know better now, since you're gonna house seniors. Just be cognizant. They're gonna come. They're old. You know, they come with their stuff, their canes, their walkers, and stuff. XTJ, thanks for joining. All right, Charlotte. All right, you guys. It was lovely. It's always good to see you. Wait, do you also take Medicaid? I do. They do have Medicaid, but I don't accept Medicaid because again, this is nothing. This is nothing medical. We don't do anything medical. We're only providing structured housing, and that's it. All right. Thank you, twin. Hey, May May. Shantae, I have royalty in my life, you guys. There's royalty. Miss Shantae Nicole's in my life, you guys. It's always good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oh, and I was about to get off. That's crazy. She said, "Don't start." Hey, honey bun, how are you? Where have you been? SD Independent Living. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened? My phone died. That's what happened. I was talking and we were busting it up, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I was like, dang, we were on a roll. Working. You're doing well. Oh, what house are you on? Your first one? Shantae, did you do your presentation at the hospital? I remember you saying that. Did it work out? House number 5. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, I love that. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I, oh my God. You do always catch me at the end. Yes, 5. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Haven't seen you in a while, then you pop up and you got 5 houses. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. I have my third move in Wednesday. Wow. Shantae, congratulations. You're doing great. Yeah, it's all set up. It's all set up. Oh my god, I'm just so proud of y'all. Y'all just I'm very proud of y'all. That's what I love to hear. I love it. I love it. Do you get the rent? Do you get the rent? Hold on, guys. I got like a little puzzle piece or something here. Do I get the rent? What? Wait, what's happening? Okay. Do you get the rent the properties in your name or your business name? Business name. If they won't allow you to do it in your business name, you can put it in your name, but your business name. Okay. Yeah, I posted yesterday, but it was just him sitting in the chair, so it wasn't like the full thing. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I'm so happy for y'all guys. Like that's what I'm talking about. I love to hear great news. I love to hear great news. Did it go well though, Shantae? Did it go well? Like, were you nervous when you presented? It's so hot in here. It's so hot in here. Everyone okay? Hey, honey bun. Girl, the VA done awarded you. I know that's right. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, I was nervous at the hospital, but not really any of the other ones. Okay. I knew you wouldn't be nervous because you talk to thousands of people at a time, so that it wouldn't really phase you. Are you going live again, Shantae? I haven't seen you in a while. You pop up with one post and then go ghost. What's going on? Get back on this app. I plan to at some point. Been busy trying to market. I get it. No, I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah. Once you do your marketing and your house is full, then you can. I get it. Just start building my business page. Yes. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Golly. Linda Leonard, thanks for liking a lot. Sweet Rosie. And doing events on the weekend like resource fairs. Yes. Yes. See that's more of your thing. Me, I would have to send somebody else to do it only because it's just a lot of people and my nerves, you guys. But that is a really good resource. Like when you go to the resource fairs and the fairs and like the gatherings in your community to let people know that you're there, you can make really good connections. Job fairs, yes, yes, really good connections. That's how you get your name out there. Yeah, give it up for her. I'm so impressed. Most of my referrals come from the agencies, the local agencies in my area. Um, I got a few from the hospital, but those are like my main two that will refer people. I get little stragglers here and there from, you know, like single people, like they found my flyer posted somewhere. but most of them come from the hospital or the agency. City Missions Homeless Shelter. Yeah, check those homeless shelters, check the Salvation Army, check those women's centers, the men's homeless shelters, all of it. Okay, I got two phone calls and one from the resource bureau. Yeah, but lots of calls in between. Yeah, they're gonna be ringing your phone down. Some of them ain't gonna qualify. Yeah, it's great. Oh my gosh, Shantae, I can't believe you. I can't believe you just went and did it. Like that's crazy to me. One day you pop up and like, hey, I got my house. Oh, that is crazy. Hi, Jack. I'm gonna move it. That you are. That you are. I see that. I see that. All right, you guys. Do you have any more questions for me? Because I really have to eat. Hungry, guys. So if nothing else, I'm gonna let you go. It's always great seeing you guys again. If you need help and you want to get your beds filled, you need all the information, you need somebody to literally walk you through it. The step-by-step video guide is always going to be in the link, okay? And thank you, because I am hungry. Sweet rose tea, baby. Mwah. Yep, I'm always happy to see you. Hello, I just bought a course and I'm not able to download. Which course, honey? Just send me a DM. Just tell me what course. Course? I don't sell courses. Are you talking about the video guide? Or are you talking about the edible forms? Just DM me, okay? DM me and just tell me, and just send me your email that you purchased with, and then I can find it and try to resend it to you. Okay? They visit my house and approve of me. That's what I'm talking about. Do the damn thing, girl. I'm so proud of you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Just DM me. I'm about to get off and I'm gonna get something to eat, but DM me and I'll send it to you, okay? All right, you guys. It's always great to see you. It's always a time with you guys. I'm very happy for y'all. I'm super proud for y'all. You don't know. This makes me very excited. Okay, but thank you guys for joining me tonight. It was great. Okay, I'm starting mine. Just got my LLC. Get it, Candy. Get it, Candy. Congratulations, baby. All right. But let me let you go. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. I'll talk to you guys soon. I just gotta get something in my stomach. I'm hungry. Okay. All right. Let me sign off up here. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. As soon as it can close. Wait, what is this? Community Fest 26. Wait, okay, I'm doing too much. I'm reading too much. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. And am I still live over here? You guys, it was great. I'm sorry I can't really pay attention to you like that. It's because TikTok is going on. But let me go. Let me end this live. But if you have any questions, you can always just DM me or in the comment section, just give me a comment, okay? It's been great.